Equality is at the heart of the concept of civil rights. Let's examine the doctrine of separate but equal. Before 1863, the Constitution protected slavery and made equality impossible in the sense in which we use the word today. The system of slavery, however, did not survive the American Civil War. President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1, 1863, as the nation approached its third year of bloody civil war. The proclamation declared that all persons held as slaves within the rebellious states are and henceforward free. Despite this expansive wording, the Emancipation Proclamation was limited in many ways. It applied only to states that had seceded from the U.S., leaving slavery untouched in the loyal border states. Most importantly, the freedom it promised depended upon Union military victory. Although the Emancipation Proclamation did not end slavery in the nation, it captured the hearts and imagination of millions of Americans and fundamentally transformed the character of the war. The 13th Amendment states that slavery shall not exist in the U.S. The 14th Amendment tells us that all persons born here are citizens of this country, and the 15th Amendment tells us that our right to vote shall not be denied based on race or previous condition of servitude. In 1896, the Supreme Court handed down the decision in the case of Plessy v. Ferguson, where the court stated that segregation alone does not violate the Constitution. Therefore, the doctrine of separate but equal was born. So, what does separate but equal mean? Simply stated, this meant separate public facilities for white people and black people, schools, medical facilities, drinking fountains, restaurants, and even buses. Equal facilities were the exception rather than the rule. The facilities and social services offered to African Americans were almost always of a lower quality than those offered to white Americans, if they existed at all. Voting barriers such as poll taxes, literacy tests, and grandfather clauses were put in place to prevent African Americans from casting their vote in elections. Although the separate but equal doctrine was eventually overturned by the Supreme Court in Brown v. Board of Education in 1954, the implementation of the changes this decision required was long, contentious, and sometimes violent.